Yeah, what is good, my Heavenly Faithful? What is good, yo? I am pretty excited to see what Black Clover has in store for us, man. It is getting to a point where you just have to hold on for dear life at this point, because I honestly don't know who is safe. I mean, to be fair, it feels like everybody in the Heart Kingdom has either had some false buildup, which is unfortunate for all the Guardians because not only did they get off screen like the Captain William, but they all look like they did even worse because guess what? Williams at least got off screen by a top person who can give out his devil powers to branch off to people to make them stronger, I believe. I think all the top three people can do that because they're actually truly possessed. And I think the craziest thing about this is if all three of them could do it, imagine if Asta could do it and he buffs everybody that he wants to. That would be so sick. But the whole point of Asta being there, being the person he is, giving the light that he does, has already done that. So, crazy enough, my boy Asta is already that beacon of light. So, it honestly doesn't even matter at that point when it comes down to boosting these people because his personality and him just being around is that boost already, which is kind of crazy. But it's something that we have seen time and time again, almost like Zuko in Avatar, where Toph is like, huh, everybody who's gone out and done stuff with you has come back like better. So it's my turn. It's my turn. So I feel like even that goes for villains as well. So interesting enough, he's made villains stronger. So it's a double-edged sword, but sometimes the villains do become friendly, like Mars, and that was worth making him stronger. But at the same time, uh, people like this Dante guy, if he gets any stronger, it's gonna be a big problem, especially seeing how we haven't heard him say anything about going past 60% of his power ever since he needed it to wipe out Vanessa's cat, seeing how that has been the second most dangerous thing here. I mean, I want to say Yami is number one, but I don't have full confirmation that he believes he's like struggling with Yami, right? There's also the point where Yami is needed in some facet of the matter to open up something. So, does that mean Dante has to hold back and not kill him? Does that mean um, there's no way for him to really win this battle without trying to subdue him? You know what I mean? So, that's my first thought process. And then seeing what this tree just looks like, it looks nasty. This tree looks nasty that they're trying to make with William's power and Yami's put together. So, very, very interesting way of going about things. So, I am interested on how they're going to elaborate the underworld. They just said that they're going to let devils pour into this world, right? Because of what they're trying to do. And the man who is saying all this is almost talking like it's the devil himself, right? Like it's the person possessing him is talking more than it is the human because he talks as if he's going to live forever. He talks as if this life of his was always going to continuously be like this, boring and all that stuff. But nonetheless, he was going to have to live it, right? Like he wasn't going to just take himself out. He wasn't going to leave or just be a hermit or something. He's like, man, I've done everything. I've killed people. I've betrayed people. I've, you know, tried to gain some hatred for people. I've done everything. And now I'm bored. So let's just start taking out all these people that have pieces to the puzzle, which kind of feels like, the stones and how Lich was going around taking out people that were very important to the overall scheme of his plan and whatnot, yada yada. But I do feel like they are pushing forward pretty heavily in making it an amazing plot through and through. So Black Clover is definitely something that I am so glad I never slept on. To all the people that said it needed time to build up and get better, it really didn't. It's always been good. So please don't ever try to use that as an argument against it, especially when one part of the show was supposedly the only bad part being Asta and how his voice was being delivered. And then all of a sudden, everybody still loves and cares about Asta, even though the voice actor did not change in the sub. And in the dub, the guy took it just a little bit to a better position than raging and screaming 24/11, even though that is what his character is doing on screen. So don't blame the voice actor as much. Blame how the character was literally created and how he is. But regardless, I hope you guys have an amazing one, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Take care and peace.